Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are finally live with the commentary. Sorry for the issues, we are facing a few technical difficulties. We are halfway through and just started with the second over. Harshit and Tycoon are the batsmen batting for truly Marians. Poddar Phantoms had won the toss and they had chosen to bowl first. Jai taking the second over. It's 11 for no loss as of now. And a fantastic delivery from him. And that's a very good delivery. So we are done with 2 overs. Our apologies. We are facing a few technical issues with the stream. But it's 14 for no loss. Tycoon on strike. Ravi Raj back for his second over. Here's the first delivery. And they're going to go for a single. First ball of the third over done. Harshit back on strike. Here's the second ball. And that's gone all the way across the boundary for a four. Harshit with a brilliant shot. An excellent shot from him. Wonderful from Harshit for the truly Marians. I believe that is one of the first boundaries of the game. Making total use of the fact that there are only 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle in power play currently. Here we go, the third delivery from Ravi Raj. And this time it's a dot ball. Nope, it's given as a wide. It's gonna be an extra delivery for him and an extra run for the truly Marians. That's brilliantly played, and there is a fielder waiting. It's gonna be a single. Tycoon back on strike. 21 for no loss. 2.5 overs done. Tycoon on strike. And that's a wonderful hit. And they're gonna settle for a quick single. And a brilliant shot. Can a fielder get to it? Yes, a fielder will. It's gonna be a double. Harshit's starting to turn up the heat here. The final delivery of the over. And they're going to choose not to take a run there. It is going to be 24 for no loss at the end of 3 overs. Jai returns for his second over. It is Tycoon to face him. Here's the first delivery. No, there are appeals, but it isn't going to be given. It was a very close call. And that's gone for a boundary. Tycoon gets his first boundary of the match. And an aborted delivery there. Here we go for the third delivery of the over. And that's hit very well above the 30-yard circle. There is a fielder waiting, however. They are going to go for a second. They are going to get a double. And they approach the 30-run mark. Here's the delivery. An excellent one. And it's going to be a dot ball. And this one is past the bowler. They're going to go for a quick single. And they get it done. Harshit back on strike. Final delivery of the over. And that's it. It's going to be 31 for no loss at the end of 4 overs. Jayan here with his first delivery of the innings, and that's straight to a fielder. A quick single though, and Harshit returns to the strike. Truly, Marians taking a very safe approach to the game thus far. They've had their moments with the boundaries, but they have also not been taking many risks just yet. 2 overs to go in the power play. They'll definitely be hoping that they can amass a few more boundaries before there are a few more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Here's the second delivery. And that's well defended, and they're going to go for a single. The wicketkeeper chasing it down. Take whom on strike. And this one, oh, that is excellent fielding. They are going to go for a second, but that was some excellent fielding to deny a boundary. They are going to settle for the double. 35, halfway through the over. Oh, and that is high, and that is up. It is just going to fall short of a fielder. That was a close call, and it's going to be a single. Harshit is going to be back on strike. That was quite a close call for Taikum. He has been very lucky there. The penultimate delivery of the over. Oh, and this time Harshit hits it long, and it is, oh, that is so unlucky. But Harshit will be thanking his lucky stars. Second ball in a row. The truly Marians have escaped by the skin of their teeth. It's been a lucky escape for them. Final delivery of the over for Jayan, who will be quite upset that he hasn't gotten a wicket yet. This time, however, it is going to find the gap between the fielders and it's gone all the way for the boundary. You could say truly Marians have been very lucky this over to get away with potentially 2 wickets and then end up with a boundary on the final ball. It's 41 for no loss at the end of 5 overs. Rushi to bowl the final over of power play. Harshit on strike. Here's the first delivery. Oh, and that's hit full toss. And once again, it is just between the fielders. Another lucky escape for Harshit. They do settle for a single. Taikum is back on strike. I did talk about truly Mariams needing to take a few risks in this power play. They have taken it quite literally here. Quite a few risky moves in the last few balls. Here's the second delivery. And this one's hit straight to a fielder. It's gonna be a dot ball. Here's the next ball. And this one has gone past the fielder at the first point, but there is another one waiting at the boundary. All they get is a single. 3 balls remaining in the power play. What can Harshit and Taikum do to take advantage of it? Here's the delivery. And it's an excellent one. Another dot ball. 2 balls to go in this over. And this one has gone past the fielder at the slip. And it's hit the boundary. Harshit with yet another boundary. It just went past the fielder at the slip. A brilliant cut. The final delivery of the over and of the power play. Harshit to face it. and that is straight to a fielder. It is going to be 47 for no loss at the end of power play. Jan back for his second over. Saikum returns on strike. They are approaching the 50-run mark now. Four fielders outside the 30-yard circle currently. And that is an excellent delivery. And it's going to be a dot ball. Here's the next delivery. And they are going to go for a single. Harshit back on strike. Harshit to face the delivery. And it's a sweeping shot. And it's gone all the way to the boundary. And they cross the 50-run mark in style. Harshit with yet another boundary. Sweeping it behind on his leg side. That was an excellent shot from him. Halfway through the over, Jayan with his fourth delivery. And again, it's the same shot from Harshit. There is absolutely no fielder there. Two in a row. The second boundary. Harshit taking complete advantage of the empty part of the field. And here's the penultimate delivery. And this one is a dot ball. It is exactly the type of delivery that Jayan would have been hoping for the entire over. And yet another dot ball. And that's going to be it. It's 56 for no loss at the end of 7 overs. Abhishek with his first delivery, and it's a brilliant shot, and it's gonna go to the boundary. And truly, Marians are now turning up the heat. Yet another boundary. Not the first delivery of the innings that Abhishek would have hoped for. Here's the second delivery. And it's on full toss. And it's above the fielder and gone for a six. Wonderful from Taikum. Absolutely not what Abhishek would have wanted. This has been a brilliant start to the 8th over for the truly Marians. They have been enjoying it thus far. And once again, it's past the fielder at the 30-yard circle, but there is one at the boundary. And they're going to go for a quick single here. Harshit back on strike. Well, that's a brilliant delivery. The penultimate delivery of the over. And that's straight to the fielder at the slip. Another dot ball. Final delivery of his first over for Abhishek. And that slipped past the fielder. And there is one at the boundary. They're going to go for a second. And they're going to stop with the second. It is going to be 69 for no loss at the end of 8 overs. Paresh to bowl his first over. Taikum on strike. Both he and Harshit have established a very stable partnership so far. Here's the delivery and here's the ball. They're going to go for a very relaxed single. And the ball collected by the fielder at the boundary. They reached the 70-run mark. 8.1 overs into the match. Harshit is back on strike. What does he have up his sleeve this over? Paresh just making a few adjustments to the fielding positions. And that's straight to the fielder, a dot ball. Here's the next delivery. And brilliantly, it is going to be a second. And Taikum does make it into the crease. It's going to be a comfortable double for the truly Marians. Halfway through the over, here's the fourth delivery. And it's past the bowler, but there is a fielder waiting. It's another single. Taikum back on strike. Penultimate delivery of the over. And that's well hit, but stopped by the fielder in the 30-yard circle. And another single. Oh, and that's hit very, very well. And it's gone for a 4. Another boundary for Taikum. And that's going to be 77 for no loss at the end of 9 overs. Abhishek back for his second over. Here's the first delivery. And that's straight into the slip. But it's going to be a quick single for them. Taikum is back on strike. Truly Marians are approaching the 80-run mark. They have been very, very steady so far. The current run rate of 8.51. They are just the Poddar Phantoms making a few adjustments to their fielding position. Here's the second delivery. And it's going to be a dot ball. Taikum to face. Oh, and that is a close call. We are halfway through the 10th over. The 9th, my bad. And it's going to be a quick single. Abhishek doing quite well so far. Harshit is back on strike. And it's going to be another single. Harshit and Taikum keeping it very steady, very safe, not taking unnecessary risks. And just like that, they've reached the 80 run mark. Final ball of the over. And it's going to be a dot ball. It's going to be 80 for no loss at the end of 10 overs. We'll join you right back after a drinks break. Paresh back for his second over now after the drinks break. We have swapped sides and we are now bowling from the Vidyavihar end of the pitch. And that's hit down the leg side and collected by a fielder. It's going to be a simple single. Taikum is back on strike. And they're going to go for a quick single. Taikum and Harshit both doing a very good job of keeping this game moving. They're taking quite a few quick singles up till now, and they are continuing to do so. Here's the third delivery. and again stopped by the fielder in the 30-yard circle. But yet again, it's quick single. Tycoon back in strike. And that's swept behind on his leg side. The keeper chasing it down. They're gonna go for a double. Tycoon is gonna stay on strike. And that's hit through the gap. There is a fielder waiting, however. They are gonna get a double. Final delivery of the over for Paresh. Tycoon to face it. And that's hit well. It's going to find the gap in between the fielders. And it's a boundary to end the over. Wonderful from Tycoon. It's going to be 91 for no loss at the end of 11 overs. Tycoon himself on 46 from 35 balls. He's going to be really close to a half century now. Truly Marians, again, very steady, very consistent, but they are definitely taking the opportunity when they see it. Abhishek back for his third over of the innings. Harshit will be the man on strike, I believe. Here's the first delivery. And it's an excellent one. Oh, and that's lifted very high up. There is a fielder waiting. Oh, and there is confusion in running. And again, it's a very lucky escape. First with the catch, then with the running. It's gonna be just a single that they get, but complete miscommunication between Tycoon and Harshit. The complete opposite of what we've seen so far. They've been so calm, so collected. They've established such a great partnership. Tycoon back on strike. Oh, and that's hit very well. And it goes for a 6. What a way for Tycoon to bring up his half century. Brilliant from him. And truly Marians themselves now really close to bringing 100 up on the board. Here's the fourth delivery. And that is swept behind. There is no fielder in sight. It is gonna go all the way to the boundary. Flick behind on his leg side. And that's 100 up on the board for Truly Marians. A second boundary in a row for Tycoon. Excellent, excellent batting so far from Tycoon and Harshit. And that's again hit well straight down the field. There is a fielder waiting. They have settled for a single. And Harshit is on strike now. Final delivery of the over. And it's a wide ball. It is not going to be the final delivery of the over just yet. Here's the final delivery now. And that's lofted high up above the fielder. They're going to go for a second. They will get the second. It's going to be 106 for no loss at the end of 12 overs. A brilliant partnership that Harshit and Tycoon have got going here. Harshit back on strike. Abhishek for his final over of the innings. Sorry, my bad. It's Jayan for his third over of the innings. And oh, that's flicked down the leg side by Harshit. It is gonna, the fielder's running after it. The fielder gets there. It's gonna be a double. Excellent running. Harshit stays on strike. Oh, and that's lifted high and up. And the fielder can't get there. It's another boundary for Harshit. Brilliant batting from him so far. Third delivery of the over. And again lifted and through the gap And despite the fielder's best efforts, it's gone past the boundary. A second four for Harshit in a row. It is moments like this where Harshit and Taikum have just seized their chances to take the boundaries, found those gaps and exposed them. Fourth delivery of the over. And it's going to be a dot ball. It is not given as wide. The penultimate delivery. Oh, and that's once again high, but it falls short of a fielder. And they're going to go for a double. And it's gone all the way for yet another boundary. It's a half century for Harshit as well. 123 for no loss at the end of 13 overs. What an effort from these two so far. Brilliant batting from the both of them. Viren to take his first over of the innings. Taikum on strike. And that's an excellent shot from Taikum. A fielder will get there, however. It's going to be a quick single. Here's the second delivery. And it's going to be a dot ball. Here's the third delivery. And once again, a dot ball. Viren with some excellent deliveries so far. And this time, it's gone all the way to the boundary. Brilliant from Harshit. It was excellent from him there, flicking it on his leg side. The penultimate ball of Viren's first over, just told to fault by his wicketkeeper. Here he goes. And once again, that's lifted high, and it's the second boundary in the row. Excellent from Harshit. He might have struggled in the first few balls, but he's come back on terms. 130 up on the board, 132 to be precisely. Here's the final delivery. And that's going to be it. 132 for no loss at the end of 14 overs. Harshit and Taikum continue their excellent partnership. Six overs to go. Jayan back for his final over. And that's hit very well. But that's caught. And there's the first wicket of the match. It has taken 14 overs and a delivery to come. But finally, it is Taikum who is dismissed. What an effort from him. 61 in 40 balls. He's finally gone. It will be a big relief for the Poddar Phantoms. It has taken a long time to come, but finally it has come. 132 for 1. 14.1 overs in. Chirag will be the batsman replacing him. Chirag to face his first delivery. And there are appeals and it's given. It's given. That is excellent from Jayan. A second wicket in a row. And when they say, when it rains, it pours. Poddar Phantoms, who hadn't picked up a single wicket until now, suddenly have 2 in 2 balls. It's 132 for 2, 14.2 overs into the game. answer the batsman who will replace Chirag. Third ball of the over. There's Jan's third delivery. And he's asking for a third one in a row. He isn't gonna get it. He is not gonna get it. It's gonna be just a dot ball. And this one is hit big. And it's straight into the arms of the fielder. And Jayan is having a brilliant over. It's a third wicket in 4 balls. And truly Marians suddenly find themselves crumbling after such a brilliant first few overs. It is 132 for 3. 14.4 overs into the match. 3 wickets in 4 balls. And suddenly, it feels like the tide is starting to turn in Poddar Phantoms' direction. Jayan, the man responsible for it, Mohammad Bori, the man who will replace the previous batsman. Yes, Jayan. He'll still be hungry for a few more wickets. And it's going to be a dot ball. Final delivery of the over. Jayan will be hoping for one more wicket. But that's played very well. It's gonna be a single. And it's gonna be 133 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. A very, very expensive over for the truly Marians. But a brilliant one for Poddar Phantoms. 15 overs done. Harshit will return to strike. Viren on his second ball. Second over, sorry. First delivery of his second over. Mohammed will return to strike. My apologies, it's Harshit. And that's hit quite high, but it's gonna fall short. They're gonna go for a second run. They are gonna make it. Harshit now trying to establish some sort of steadiness once again here to the game. Here's the third delivery. And again, it's hit long. And there are fielders to collect it. Yet another double. Harshit stays on strike. And that's a dot ball. And that's hit down the field brilliantly. And the fielder does well to stop it. And again a double. I also believe audible in the background would be some canine company. But here's the final delivery of the over. Some appeals, but it's going to be a single. It's going to be 141 for 3 at the end of 16 overs. Raviraj, who hasn't bowled since power play, is now back for his third over. Harshit on strike. And that's a wide delivery to begin with. Oh, and that's a brilliant shot. A fielder is going to be there at the boundary. But they are going to do a double. Harshit stays on strike. 150 is coming up fast for the truly Marians. They aren't far away from it. 144 for 3 currently as it stands. Raviraj with the second delivery. And it's a wide. Oh, and that is very high up and straight into the hands of the fielder. And Poddar Phantoms will be very, very relieved because Harshid, the second man who opened, is also gone now. It's a huge, huge wicket. Maybe a little too late, nearly 16 and a half overs into the match. Nevertheless, it is still going to be a very important wicket. Harshit dismissed. What an excellent innings he has had. Bhavik, the man who has come out to bat, replacing Harshit. And it's a dot ball to begin. Bhavik to face his second delivery. And once again, an excellent delivery and a dot ball. The penultimate delivery of the over. And that's hit high and long. And it's gonna go for 4. Bhavik gets his first boundary of the innings. An excellent shot. And a much needed boundary following the dismissal of Harshit in this over. Truly Marians need to find their footing once again. Both our Phantoms have started to claw their way back. Raviraj now with the final delivery of his over. Here's the final delivery. And it's going to be just a single. It's 150 for 4 at the end of 17 overs. Viren returning for his third over. Here's the first delivery, and it's going to be a quick single. Muhammad back on strike. And again, a quick single. Bhavik back on strike. Two balls into the over. And that's a wide ball. It's going to be an extra delivery. And that's going to be a comfortable single. Muhammad back on strike. Halfway through the over for Viren. One that's flicked behind on the leg side. The fielder will get to it. They're going to go for a double. It is stopped just before the boundary. They're going to go for a third. And they are going to make three. Bhavik back on strike. That is an excellent, excellent form of running from them. They are maximizing the runs. The penultimate delivery of the over. And that's straight into the hands of the bowler. Here's the final delivery. And that is a dismissal. It is going to be 157 for 5 at the end of 18 overs. Rahul is the batsman coming on. Ravi Raj will be having his final over of the innings. Mohammed on strike. Here's the first delivery. And an excellent delivery, a dot ball to begin with. And that is a wide ball. Here's the next delivery. And that's hit high. It does fall short of the fielder, but it's gonna slip through, and it's gone all the way for a boundary. Brilliant from Mohammed. Oh, that's above the wicketkeeper. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. What a boundary from Mohammed. That is exceptional cricket from him. Just 9 deliveries left in the innings. He knows he has to maximize them. 168 runs currently from 18.3 overs. 2 boundaries back to back as of now. Can Mohammed add a third? Oh yes, he is. He will add a third. He will add a third. 172. The target of 170 crossed on. Two balls remaining in the over. Mohammed just turning up the heat now. And this one's going to be a dot ball. Once again, he was trying to just lift it over the wicketkeeper. Unsuccessful this time. Final delivery of the penultimate over incoming. Ravi Raj making a few changes to the fielding positions. Here's the final delivery. And it's a wide ball. There's going to be an extra delivery. Once again, here's the final delivery. And that's high up. And it's gone for a 4. Excellent way to end the over, 177 for 5. Viren will come in for his and the innings' final over. Rahul to face his first delivery of the innings since coming out to bat. Here it is. Viren to bowl. Rahul hits it well. They're going to go for a second. Oh, and the ball slipped all the way through. Past the boundary. It's going to go for a 4. 180 up on the board now for the truly Marians. Five balls to go in this innings. And they're going to go for a quick single. They are maximizing every single run they can get. 4 balls remaining. Mohammad on strike. Here's the third delivery from Viren. And that's hit well. They're going to go for not one, they are going to go for a second. And they comfortably make it. Three balls to go. Here's the fourth delivery. And Mohammad lifts it very well. But there is a fielder waiting. And it's going to be a single. Rahul back on strike. The penultimate delivery of the innings. Here it is. And that's hit well. There is a fielder waiting. It's going to be a single. $186 for 5. Final ball of the innings. Mohammad on strike. What can truly Marians get out of this? It's a big hit, but there is a fielder to collect it. They have gotten 2. And it is a run out. It's gonna be 188 for 5. 189 the target. A mammoth task for the Poddar Phantoms to chase down in the second innings. We'll see you then. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second innings. Poddar Phantoms requiring 189 in 20 overs at a run rate of 9.45. Amit and Tenzing are going to be the batsmen opening for them. Ambrish is going to be the bowler delivering the first over of this innings. Here we go. Here's the first delivery. And it's going to be a single to begin with. Here's the second delivery. And this one, once again, into the hands of the fielder inside the 30-yard circle. A dot ball. Just a reminder once again that we are currently in the power play for the first 6 overs, which means that there can be only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Oh, and that's played brilliantly, just as I say it, all the way for a four. Tenzing gets the first boundary of the game. A wonderful start for him. Halfway through the first over, the fourth delivery incoming now. Tenzing to face it. And there are appeals. It isn't going to be given. A narrow escape for the Poddar Phantoms early on. And that's a wide delivery. Penultimate delivery of the over. Oh, and that's lifted up brilliantly and through the gap. Another boundary for Tenzing. He's having a very strong start to this match. Another excellent shot from him, lifts it over the 30-yard circle in between the gap of the fielders. Brilliantly done from him. One more delivery to go in this over. Here's the final delivery. And they're going to settle for a single. The fielder was there at the slip. That's it. 10 for no loss at the end of the first over. 11 rather. Sorry, my apologies. 11 for no loss at the end of the first over. Rahul for his first over of the match, tensing to face. And again, there are appeals. It's not going to be given. It's a single. Amit to face it. Hits it very well, but it's straight to a fielder. Just a single. Tenzing back on strike. And that's a wide delivery. There's the third delivery. Oh, and that's high and up and straight for a six. Brilliant from Tenzing. He's had a really strong start to this match. Excellent from him so far. Here for the fourth delivery of the over. And once again lifted above the 30-yard circle for a boundary. Tenzing playing superbly. Absolutely brilliant from him. Here's the penultimate delivery. And again, it's through the gap. Tenzing just can't stop scoring boundaries. Brilliant from him. Absolutely brilliant. He's making full advantage of the power play, finding the gaps and just slotting the ball through them. The final delivery for Rahul. And on the full toss. And it's for a four. Yet again. Tenzing does brilliantly. Absolutely brilliant from him. It's 32 for no loss at the end of 2 overs. 157 required in the remaining 18. Ambrish for his second over. Amit taps it down for a quick single. And that's a wide delivery. And that's tapped on the offside, and they go for a quick single. Amit back on strike. And that's hit really well, but it's straight to a fielder in the 30-yard circle. They still get the single done, and Tenzing is back on strike. 36 halfway through the third over. Oh, and that's a brilliant delivery. Oh, and that's brilliant from Tenzing. It is straight down the field, and the fielder's efforts to stop it are in vain. Another boundary for Tenzing. He has been sensational, and it's 40 for no loss. Final delivery of the over still to come. And on the full toss, and it's straight into the arms of the fielder. It's a big wicket, and Tenzing is dismissed. It's 40 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. 149 required still. Sudeep will replace Tenzing. Yazad is the man who will take the fourth over. And that's very well defended. And Amit is back on strike. My apologies. Sudeep is now on strike. He'll face his first delivery of the match. Yazad Wadia will be hoping to get a few wickets and make the job for Poddar Phantoms just a bit more tough. And it's a dot ball. And oh, that's a brilliantly played shot, but there is a fielder waiting to collect it. Here's the fourth delivery from Yazad. Oh, and that's a beautiful cut down the offside. And for a boundary. Excellent from Sudeep. That is brilliant from him. Yazad now for the penultimate delivery of his over. And once again, it's going to be a quick single. And here's the final delivery from Yazad for his first over. And there are appeals, and it's a dismissal. There's the second wicket. Amit dismissed. A second wicket in a second consecutive over. And the job for Poddar Phantoms just gets a bit more tougher. It's gonna be 46 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. And 143 still required in the remaining 16. A massive task at hand for Poddar Phantoms now. Asim will be the man to replace Amit. Sudeep on strike. Ambrish will come in for his third over of the innings. Here we go. Sudeep to face it. And that's going to be very simple. They're going to go for a single. Asim to face his first ball of the match. Oh, and that's a very good shot. A wonderful boundary from Asim. What a way to open your innings. Brilliant from him. Just what the Poddar Phantoms require. Here's third delivery. And once again, Asim is well, but it's going to be a single. Here's the fourth delivery. And this one is going to be a dot ball. The penultimate delivery of the over. And once again, another dot ball. Final delivery of his third over. Sudeep to face. And oh, a lucky escape for him. It's going to be 52 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. Just 1 over remaining in power play. Poddar Phantoms require 137 in 15 overs. Yazard back for his second over. And not the way he would have wanted to begin it. And it's going to be a single. Oh, and that was a very close call. Another dot ball. And that is brilliantly played straight to a fielder. It is going to be a single for delivery of the over. Oh, and that's played through the gap. That is brilliant from Sudeep. Straight for a boundary. And that's wide. And that's another wide ball from Yazad. 'Oh, and that's brilliantly cut through the slip. And it's all the way for a boundary. They're past 60 on the board. 125 runs required in 14.1 overs. Final delivery of Yazid's second over to come. Here's the delivery. And that's quite a good one. It's going to be 64 for 2 at the end of power play. There's the first delivery, and it's going to be a wide ball. Rahul for his second over. A seam on strike. And it's going to be a quick single. Oh, and that's high and up. It falls just short of the fielder. A lucky escape. And that's brilliantly done. A fielder will get there. They're going to go for a second. It is going to be a double. Sudeep stays on strike. And they do not go for a run. It's going to be a dot ball. That's hit on the full toss on the leg side, but it is straight to a fielder, and all they get is a single. It is going to be 68 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. Harshit to take his first over. Sudeep on strike. And that's hit straight to a fielder at the boundary. A single for them. Asim back on strike. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. And it's gone for a boundary. Asim does very, very well there. Brilliant from him. Just what the Poddar Phantoms need. They still need 116 in 12.4 overs. 9.16 is the required run rate. There's the third delivery. And there's a fielder waiting again at the boundary. They aren't going to go for a double. Sudeep back on strike. And once again, a fielder's there to collect it. Just a single. Asim back on strike. Two balls to go in the over. And straight to the slip fielder. It's a dot ball. Final delivery of the over. And there are appeals. It's not going to be given. That's it. 75 for 2 at the end of 8 overs. 114 still required. Nimesh on his first delivery. It is collected at the boundary. They do get a double. Sudeep stays on strike. Oh, and that's a brilliant shot. It's straight for a six. That is excellent from Sudeep. That is exceptional. Beautiful from him. Just lift it straight up and over. And that's gone for a single. Two balls remaining in the over. Sudeep stays on strike. 104 runs still required. Poddar Phantom have quite a task ahead of them. And it's a wide delivery. It's gonna be an extra. A seam back on strike. Final delivery of the over for Nimesh. And that's straight to a fielder. They're gonna settle for a single. It's 88 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. 101 still required. Whipple for his first delivery of the innings. Quite an excellent one. A dot ball. Seam facing it. And oh, that's lifted high and up. And for a six. Yet again. Brilliant from a seam. And they're fast approaching the 100-run mark. They are not too far away from it now. There's the third delivery of the over from Bipul. And there's appeals. It won't be given. Fourth delivery of the over. A seam to face it. Hit well. Straight to a fielder. And it's going to be a single. Sudeep back on strike. 95 for 2. 2 balls remaining in the over. Oh, that is touched brilliantly by Sudeep. That is excellent. The fielder is going to chase it down, but it reaches the boundary. 99 for 2. 1 ball remaining in the over. They are quite close to the 100-run mark now. Final ball of the over. And that's straight to the fielder. It's a dot ball. It is 99 for 2 at the end of 10 overs. 90 required in the remaining 10. We'll join you all after a drinks break. Nimesh with his second over of the match. An aborted delivery. Asim is the man on strike. 99 for 2 as it stands. And they are going to cross the 100-run mark in some style. Asim lifts it over and above the boundary lines once again. Beautiful from him. 84 required in 9.5 overs. And that's a wide delivery. Oh, and that's once again, there is a failure. Sudeep back on strike after the single. And it's going to be a double. And over the fielders, straight to the boundary. Once again, Asim does brilliantly. Poddar Phantoms are now clawing away at the target. 77 required in 9.2 overs. And they're gonna settle for a dot ball. And that's going to be it. 114 for 2 at the end of 11 overs. 75 runs required in the remaining 9. Podar Phantoms are giving it all the fight that they can. third over, and it's gonna be a single on the first ball. And that's well hit. There is a fielder, however, at the boundary. It is going to be just a single. And yet again, another single picked up. Halfway through the over. Oh, that is brilliantly flicked down the leg side. There is no fielder in sight. Brilliant from Sudeep. Another boundary. And that run's aborted. It's a very close call. Some miscommunication between both the batsmen. Final delivery in the over. And it's going to be a single. 122 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. 68 required. And that's going to be a double. It was the first delivery of Yazad's third over. Sudeep stays on strike. 65 runs required. Oh, and that's high up. And it just slips out of the hands of the fielder, and it has gone all the way to the boundary. A lucky, lucky escape for the Poddar Phantoms. Sudeep himself now very, very close to a half century. "61 required in 46 balls." Oh, and that's hit well. There is a fielder. They are gonna go for a second, and they get the double. 130 up on the board. Sudeep inching closer to that half century. They're gonna settle for a single. And that is hit well. They are gonna go for a single. Final delivery of the over. Sudeep back on strike. Can he get his half century? And that's played well. They're gonna go for a single. It is 50 for Sudeep. Brilliant from him. And it is gonna be 133 for 2 at the end of 13 overs. 56 required by Poddar Phantoms. Rahul now for his final over of the innings. And that's hit really well by Sudeep. And it's gone straight for a boundary. Just what they've been looking for. Sudeep has been brilliant all this time. He's just continuing that brilliance. 52 needed in 35 balls. Poddar Phantoms had started turning the tide at the end of the last innings, and they are just continuing to tilt the match in their favor. And that's cut through the slip and for a boundary yet again. Sudeep single handedly making it a problem for the Marians. And yet again, it's hit well. There is a fielder this time, however, at the boundary. It is going to be a single. A seam back on strike. Oh, and the bat's gone flying. They are going to complete the single as Asim is going to walk over to retrieve his bat. Oh, and that was a close call. And there's the dismissal. Sudeep is finally gone. It's a big, big, big wicket for truly Marians, the man who has caused them so much trouble, is finally gone. It is 143 for 3 at the end of 14 overs. 46 required in the remaining 6. Yazard on his final over, that's just tripped over the wicket keeper. Oh, and that is a very close call. Jayan, the new batsman, is on strike now. Here's the second delivery and played down the slip for a simple single. Again, it's just a single. Jayan back on strike. Oh, and that was a close call, but it's a very good delivery, and it's going to be a dot ball. And there is a fielder there to stop it. Final ball of Yazad's innings. Here's the delivery. And that's high up and in the air. And that just slips out of the hands of the fielder. Poddar Phantoms will settle for a double instead. And it's going to be 149 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. 40 required in the remaining 5. Ambrish now on his final over. Jayan on strike. It's going to be a single. Asim is back on it. 39 required from 29 balls. Poddar Phantoms giving it everything they have. This has been a very close match this far. Oh, and that's lifted high up into the air. And it has gone across the boundary for a 4. Unlucky for the fielder. Both batting teams have been very lucky tonight. 35 required in 28. Oh, and that's hit very well. There is a fielder waiting, however. They're gonna go for a second. Has it been given? Yes, it has been. It's a dismissal. It's the 4th wicket of the match. A run out. I believe it's Asim who's gone. That is going to be a big wicket. Suddenly, both the big hitters for Poddar Phantoms are gone. Asim is going to walk back to the dugout to a round of applause. Wonderful innings for him. But suddenly, Poddar Phantoms find themselves in a position to re-establish their stability. 34 required in 27 balls. Jai joins Jayan, and that's straight down the field. A fielder's there and waiting. They contemplated going for a second. Still some miscommunication. They don't. It was just a single. Jai to face his first ball of the innings. And that's a wide delivery. They're gonna go for a second. No, they don't. They're taking it cautiously. 158 for 4. Last ball of the over remaining. And they are gonna settle with a single. It's 159 for 4 at the end of 16 overs. 30 required in 24 balls. Still a very close match. Harshit on his second over. They're gonna go for a quick single. Here's the second delivery. Jai hits it straight to the slip fielder, and it's gonna be a single once again. Poddar Phantoms taking all the quick runs possible. And once again, another single. 159. Oh, and that's an excellent shot, and it's gone all the way for a boundary. 167, 22 required in 19 balls. Final delivery of the over remaining. Oh, and that was a very close call. It's gonna be 167 for 4 at the end of 17 overs, 22 required in 3 overs. This match continues being neck to neck. Nimesh on his third over. The first ball is a quick single. There's the second delivery. Oh, and that's high up. And that's all the way for a 6. That's probably one of the biggest we've had tonight from Jay. And just 15 required in 16 balls now. Poddar Phantoms are starting to show that they haven't just turned the tide, they've completely flipped the match. And once again a big shot. There is a fielder at the boundary. Just a single. 14 required from 15. Once again a quick single. 2 balls remaining in the over. Oh, and this is once again high up. And it slips out of the hands of the fielder. They're gonna get a double. A lucky escape for them. Final delivery of the over. And that's a wide delivery. Just 10 required. And that's a big shot. It's all the way to the boundary. 6 needed in 2 remaining overs. It's 183 for 4 after 18 overs. And Poddar Phantoms are all but there. They started clawing their way back at the end of the first innings. They did not have a single wicket in the first innings until after the 14th over. And now here they are. 18 overs done in the second innings. They are 6 runs away from the victory. They have completely flipped this match on its head. Can they finish it off in style? Harshit for his third over, the penultimate over of the match. They settle for a simple single. Jai to face the delivery. There is going to be a fielder there. They'll go for a relaxed single. Four required. Four remaining in this over. Jayan back on strike. Any kind of boundary would do it. He's gonna play it safe. They're gonna go for a single. Halfway through the over, just 3 runs required for victory. There's the delivery, and it's an excellent one. It's going to be a dot ball. And that's hit well, and it's past the boundary. That's it. Jai wraps it up for the Poddar Phantoms. They beat the Marians by 6 wickets. Brilliant from the Poddar Phantoms. Of not having gotten a single wicket until after 14 overs in the first innings. They flip the match on the head. They win it. It is brilliance. That's it for tonight. I've been your commentator, Salai. We'll join you tomorrow evening. Thank you.